Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Theo.
And they say,
man. Now, I'm gonna be honest.
What's up, dog?
I know y'all read the title. Tiffany Haddish Aries Spears. This is disgusting. This was unbelievable to me.
This was not a good look.
This was I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This was unbelievable to me when it first came out.
Yeah.
But when the link came out and the video came out, I'm like, bro, I can't help you, Tiffany. I can't help you. Now, obviously, Tiffany Haddish Aries Spears accused of child. You know, we have to say a certain way. Abuse in lawsuit. Their reps call it a shakedown.
But baby, this ain't no shakedown.
Is it not? Y'all let me know. Bro, at first, I was like, okay. At first, when this came out, I was thinking, y'all are obviously mad. Y'all obviously are like hardcore Lizzo fans and stuff, because this came out right after this whole Aries Spears calling out Lizzo for no reason. Now here's the thing. Now you can have whatever, you can feel any type of way you want to feel about anybody's body, any opinion, what you want. But the thing is, I think what really killed him is the fact that the question was, what do you think about Lizzo's music? And
Well, wait. I think the question was, like, the guy had asked him about, like, some just female artist music or something like that. And he's the one that jumped in. I thought he jumped and said something about Lizzo.
No, I think he said something, but the person said something about Lizzo.
So did the guy ask him, and then he was like, I don't know, whatever. He's like, well, what about Lizzo?
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
And then from that, then he decided just to be like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, saying he can't get past Lizzo's music because she looked like, the S emoji and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, feel how you want to feel. You can say whatever you want to say, because a lot. I mean, you a person. They say comedians type shit. Everybody ain't gonna like what you gonna say, whatever. But
shit wasn't even funny.
It wasn't. But what I'm saying is, the thing was off topic like a mug, and it was like left field. It just seemed like he was just attacking a woman, which it was.
Right.
And then it didn't make it any better that everything you was attacking her for, it looked basically the same about yourself.
Right.
But I get it, because but also I can, playing devil's advocate. I'm finna get on. I'm sorry. I'm going to my little thing.
No.
Obviously, I can play devil's advocate because I can get it, because this was years ago though, when Lizzo was going to the basketball games with her booty out and all that different stuff. And then crying about it later. Kept doing stuff like that over and over and over.
Well, then also you can play devil's advocate with, like, in regards to people that responded back to him, they started talking about his weight too. So it didn't really help the whole situation.
Yeah,
y'all doing the same thing to him that he did to her. Like, I realize that you're trying to defend her, but it kind of was ass backwards. But Lizzo handled it very well. She said what she needed to say on the VMAs, and, like, I feel like shut shit down from there. But with this shit right here, like,
after that,
this was, it kind of, like you said before, it came out of nowhere. But then, like, I was really, like, confused. I was like, Tiffany Haddish Aries Spears, and I watched this, like, the clip probably an hour ago before we started filming.
You seen more than me, because yesterday I seen, because I don't even got a Twitter like that. So I went on there, searched it up. I didn't even feel right searching it up, because I felt like it's some shit I can get arrested for some reason. Like, that's some shit, like, you get a feeling when you already know what the video is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, it ain't popping up nowhere else like that. Then I go on Twitter and say, maybe I'm not. And I felt like that.
Weird.
I'm glad. I'm repulsed at stuff like that, because it makes you think about all the sick people in the world just that can call that comedy, and then you could go the extra step, to actually find that sexually, like, arousing and stuff like that, and then the extra step of, like, the other things they do. And it's I wouldn't even, if I was an actor, I wouldn't even put myself in that predicament to be in, like, to do that show. I mean,
to do like that skit that it did. Or a clear example, I think you had shared this the other day, and I saw it before, where it was like a clip of Bernie Mac whenever he was, they were taking pictures for the Bernie Mac show, and they were the lady was trying to have Jordan sit on his lap, and he was like, like, nah, he's like, move him, like, have him stand on the side. Jordan, he's a child, he didn't know no better, he just Jordan. But it's like, but the way Bernie Mac handled that shows, like, the difference between how a lot of other people are compared to, like, it shows
how aware he is.
Yes. And my thing is, like, okay, so you said you watched like 45 seconds, like it was like a small clip. The one I saw was like, I think it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah. And I mean, first, the name of it was like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Before we get into it, before we actually say what's in the video, the reason for the video is it's supposed to be comedic, but it's supposed to be to watch who you let around your kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
But it wasn't, I did not laugh, not once.
Yeah.
When I watched the video, if anything, my mouth was twisted up the whole time. And then after I got done watching, I was like, that shit was like gross. Like I don't understand why somebody would agree to make this skit or agree to act in it or agree, like, or even come up with the whole concept. Like, it was like this motherfucker, like, had cut out holes in a newspaper looking at the kid, squirted baby oil on his back. It was like rubbing it, like, and like they showed like the little boys like behind, like it was.
Oh, see, I didn't even see that.
Not like in his underwear, but it was like even with that was like gross. Like they had him
shirtless, anyway.
Shirtless, had his legs open like this. It was so much stuff like that was just wrong every single scene. And then, like, the last scene that I saw was, like, the bathtub scene, and they kind of cut that off pretty quickly. But I'm like, why the fuck would you agree to do this? Like, what is wrong with y'all mentally where y'all thinking this is okay, and y'all thinking that people are going to find this even remotely funny? Yeah. And I think the videos were made in 2013 and 2014.
Yeah. And the fact is that people is even bringing up the fact that, okay, it's been up since 2013, 2014.
Right.
I think they even bringing up about YouTube, talking about YouTube just now removed it. But like I said in our last video, if y'all check out our video talking about Kanye West, Kim Kardashian and everything, dealing with that, talking about HollyWeird and all that stuff, like, they've been built off a child molesting, all that different stuff. We talked about the Shirley Temple, everything in that last video.
And she's just one of many. Even Drew Barrymore, she's talked about things that have occurred to her in the past. Like there's several.
Old girl from is it iCarly or is it the other one?
You talking about Sam?
Yeah, Sam, because it's been a lot.
Released that book.
But it's been a lot of people talked about that producer, that guy, for Nickelodeon and stuff. But here's the thing. This is why I said it. It's linked up because Tiffany Haddish told her friend that it was supposed to be like a video or a skit or something for Nickelodeon.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Please tell me you lying.
So So first of all, okay, let's start off like this. First of all, the Jane Doe, who's 20. Is she 18 or 20? I forgot her age. But it's two siblings. It's Jane Doe and John Doe.
Yes, they were 14 and 7 in the video.
We were just talking about John Doe. The little 7-year-old who was the little boy that was, in the video with Aries Spears and stuff. Now Jane Doe, she was supposed to be there. I think she was there supervising the little brother and everything like that. Right. I'm finna get to that other part. I'm about to get to that camp part, but since we was already right there, Jane Doe was there supervising her little brother. So now we want to get into then you have to go ahead and think about, like, do we, even though like Jane Doe and the parents are suing Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, are we gonna question the parents for having Jane Doe watching the younger brother at sets?
Absolutely.
Because there are people that saying like they work on sets, it's this and that, and like it's common for people to leave their kids there or leave like their kids, they're supervised or something, and they don't be there.
Well, here's my thing. I'm like, did they leave the 13-year-old to supervise literally the whole time? Like, make that make sense.
And then they got separated. They had separated the kids because they said that the kids need to be separated for the scenes or something.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I fault the parents as well.
Me too. It's just like that R. Kelly situation.
Yes. So, and we've talked about that before on our other channel.
Michael Jackson, but we all say, well, they say he innocent. He ain't never touched it. They sent them kids over there, even though there was rumors and stuff.
Like, you have to be aware of who you put your kids around. Like, I swear, whenever we have kids, you can't trust everybody nowadays.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, seriously.
No,
like,
I don't think it was another reason.
You cannot trust people nowadays. You couldn't trust them back then. It's just people weren't as aware. But it's like, I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving my 13-year-old to supervise my 7-year-old on a set. I don't give a fuck who it is, if it's comedians or not. Like,
people are grimy in different ways,
right?
And y'all obviously should know and should remember they are grimy in more ways than other, and more than you can or will ever be.
Yeah, or would even imagine.
Yes. But she was supervising the little brother and everything like that. They got separated. So like we said, there's the question: are we gonna fault the parents and everything like that? But what I want to get to is the whole thing with her is that previously she was at a summer camp. Well, I feel like this thing happened in 2018, but the summer camp thing happened in 2013.
Okay.
But she was at a summer camp where Tiffany Haddish had seen her and everything like that, and she had pointed her out saying that you look perfect role for you perfect for this part I got, blah blah blah, keep in touch, all this stuff. And she showed her like a video of like two people like eating sandwiches on both sides, like a sub on both sides, and how they were groaning and stuff, which is trying to teach. And they were saying that she was teaching the girl how to give fellatio and all that different stuff like that.
Right.
It's supposed to be for comedic effect and all that different shit.
Right.
But that's the HollyWeird shit. Plus this and it's like, bruh, Tiffany, you looking like just Lane, like a fraction of just Lane Maxwell or whatever with this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit is wild.
Like, bro, like.
And then it says that Aries Spears told Jane Doe that he wanted to mimic what she had seen on the screen, including the noise precisely like what she heard through the video. She said she was nervous and disgusting and didn't say anything until Haddish came into the room next to her and sat down. And then Haddish verbally explained what was expected of her, and then showed Jane Doe how to get fellatio, including movements, noises, and moaning. And this was all in 2013. And then she felt uncomfortable, and then she paid her $100 and sent her home.
I know this ain't for us to judge and stuff, but like I said, before the video, I wouldn't have even
suspected.
I would have been like, man, y'all just hating because of this whole Lizzo thing, and now y'all got Tiffany Haddish in this thing and everything like that. But after seeing that video, man, I kind of, ain't no counter. I believe.
And
like they could, it could be truth with some lie, but girl, y'all looking like y'all losing.
Supposedly, Tiffany Haddish, she hired the top lawyer that is in regards to cases like this. So that a lot of people was like, she already kind of looks guilty about the way she's going about certain things. And then I guess. What?
I'm sorry. One more thing about what we already passed about the little girl watching
the sandwiches stuff.
No, not even that. I'm going way back real quick. Watching the son and stuff like that. I just remembered Tiffany Haddish and the parents supposed to be friends and stuff. So that also goes like they was friends at one point and everything. So that also isn't can we still fault the parents because you trust Tiffany Haddish? As if y'all was really buddies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's how
it define. We gotta define a friendship as
right. And even with that, you still can't trust everybody around your fucking kids.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. It depends on how close. Because somebody could be like, what if your one of your friends was or what if you went to, obviously I don't even think you want to go to your friends and stuff. I have something for your role and stuff, but. You went to them like that and everything like that, and they trust you know, they be
They
like,
trust
okay,
us.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, you can relate to that.
Right.
It's just like, dang, like people can just capitalize off that and just
take advantage of you,
or just be dumb and let everybody else do what you want to. I don't know. Like, Tiffany, Aries, Spirit, all disgusting. I'm sorry, you can get on with.
Well, I'm just like, it's so much with that, and then it's like, you know, when this happens to kids, like for instance, this is off topic but on topic. Last night I had watched Mary J. Blige, her My Life documentary, and in it she talked about when she was touched when she was younger, and she was like how still to this day is certain things that she can't talk about because she literally was like crying. She was like how she can't talk about that, and she's still trying to protect that little girl, the little girl within her. So it's like I feel like
that's sad.
That it was sad. It was really sad. But it's like I feel like people don't realize or don't care about the trauma that can really affect a child and up to, you know, they're an adult. And that's why you just have to really be careful about who you have your kids around. Like, I can't stress that enough. And I know parents know that, but it's like sometimes, like, if your parents are friends with somebody and, like, you know, you don't think that person would ever even like hurt you or whatever, and then they do, and then it's like I feel like the child will be afraid to tell their parent because of the relationship the parent has with that adult. Like, I don't know. It's just so many different things that ties into that.
I watch a bunch of Steve Wilkos. I get it. I see it.
You know, and that's just sad. And to bring it back on, I think it was in 2014 that's when the little boy got booked. She said Haddish offered to book, arrange, and film Mr. Doe content for a Nickelodeon sizzle reel at the home of Sears. Haddish claimed the reel would be used to book Mr. Doe on Nickelodeon. And then upon info and belief, they removed the 7-year-old victim from his sisters. That's what you're talking about when they were separated. Placed him upstairs in the bedroom and stripped the child down to his underwear. And then the video was entitled "There's Eyes" and shows Spears lusting over the 7-year-old child and rubbing his back. And that's the clip that I think me and you both saw where they were in the living room.
Ooh, I'll be fighting that nigga.
Right. And Haddish was there during the whole time, filming the entire video. I'm like, what, did the parents see this damn thing and still?
No, they said that the mom or whatever asked like, you know, like, why is my kid came home and crying and saying that he don't want to film no more and all that stuff, and she was wondering like what happened, like what scene was going on, everything like that, and called Tiffany Haddish and asked, and Tiffany Haddish said she don't know, but they got she don't have the version and stuff. She don't have it, so like I guess they'll let her know. And then later on, they said that they don't have like a good version or an edited version or some shit like that. I think they trashed it or they ain't using it. It's some shit like that. But
this was supposedly on Aries Spears like website.
Yeah, so this was
right.
This supposedly happened the same day.
The lies, man.
So yeah.
Like, what?
Y'all comment down. I know y'all know better than me. I'm trying to go off the dome with this stuff.
Well, let me pull this back up. Let me see. Oh, it went all the way up to the top. Yeah, photos alleged from video shoot has been trying to assert these bogus. Oh, so supposedly they've been trying to do this for years. I was wondering, like, did this come out of nowhere? But they probably freaking Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, they probably just been trying to handle it on the low.
God damn, boy, don't piss off the Lizzo fans, boy, because this wasn't out until Aries had to say what he had to say about boy DJ Vlad fucked you up again on his let me start. I ain't gonna blame DJ Vlad, cause I think wasn't that on Vlad? No, it probably wasn't on Vlad shit. But Aries, you dumb as hell, boy. You got, bro. First of all, you nasty as shit. You disgusting. Second of all, boy, you arrogant as hell. You wasn't. I mean, you know, he said him being funny is like, you know, baby, it's basically an opinion. You know, I couldn't think of the word.
I'm sorry. I was reading because, like, I'm trying to figure out why the sister is now the legal guardian of the brother instead of the mother. That's why I was like reading, because like the adult daughter is supposed to be representing herself in the lawsuit and stuff like that. You know, they've been saying that the claims were meritless and that she could not be shaken down. Whoop, 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 whoop. So my bad with that. I was like, that's kind of weird, but maybe y'all know more information about it than we do. this is like still like, you know, fresh and new in a sense to social media. So I'm kind of curious what's gonna come from it.
I'm still trying to figure out how many people is behind Lizzo and like support Lizzo and stuff, because this did not like. If they've been trying to do this for years, they've been doing this for years, and this popped up after Aries Spears said something about Lizzo, bruh. I ain't got shit to say about you, girl. Get up there and play that trail that one note, cause you know, bro. I was hating. I ain't gonna lie. It's the truth, bro. Everybody said, Lizzo here. Oh, they're dancing and playing the flute at the same time. I was like, y'all, she just playing one note. And,
Theo
that's all she doing. Just playing, you know, woo. I play saxophone, I know.
Well, shit, look at this.
What the hell is that?
That's Tiffany Haddish.
I guess they were just into that type of...
That shit is weird, bro.
Yeah, they was into that type of content. Boy, that show you right there. Hey, man, in the white community, you can still be good, but in the black community, you can get canceled with that shit. Well I don't know about canceled.
In the white community, they get canceled too.
Not like that, because like Louis C.K., you know, I mean, I guess it's dealing with what kind of thing it is, because they're actually doing skits versus like Louis C.K. and Amy Schumer doing jokes and stuff about it. And I think all that is like, if it's stand up and stuff like that, I think it's also like subjective, like how the story went, how the comedy went, blah blah blah. I don't think just because it's about this that you can't say this or have jokes. Just like if they was doing a video, they did that video and stuff like that. They did it that way. You see what happened, but like if they would have like actually made it funny and not creepy as like not actually like, nigga, don't use a baby for what? You get what I mean? Like use an adult. like use a dwarf. Like, you know, like even that small change right there nobody would care.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
or it's just like, why would you think that this would be a good idea?
But the thing is, it's them being whatever artist they want to be or whoever had this thing. But like I say, be smart about it if you're gonna do some stupid shit like that. Like even with these comedians, like I said, they do stand up and shit like that. They're literally talking and telling the story. It's just them and stuff like that. This right here, they're involving kids. Yeah. Like y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve this bullshit. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. We will be doing more of these videos. Just like I say, check out our last video we just did. I can see staring at me. So now my timidness about to kick in. Say you finna make my timidness. I'm finna get butterflies.
I'm not looking at you no more.
Check out our last video we just did, talking about Kanye West and stuff. If y'all like that, I mean, you know, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, you know, I want North to go to Donda in Chicago. I don't want, well, not Chicago the kid, but Chicago like the actual city. That's where the school at. I know I named my kid Chicago too. But check that out. Also check out our video talking about Storm Road and all that different stuff like that.
Yes, and make sure you guys follow us on our other YouTube channel, Th&Ce Comedy.
You saying I'm long with it.
As well as
I can catch it. I feel the shade. Keep going.
As well as following us on Patreon with THC Empire and on TikTok, If you don't stop nudging me, THC Empire, no. And all of the links will be in the description down below, so that way you guys can also follow us on Instagram. If there's any topics that you want us to talk about, write them down below, or either DM us with the information too, so that way we can do a little bit of research. And we'll be going live more often on this channel as well, like Theo said in the other video. So on that note, we're gonna wrap up. See y'all later.
Hey. Just like my girl said a few days ago after her birthday. My birthday coming this week. So
my baby birthday is September 7th.
Cash App
is the money.
I seen Tasha K Cash App at the Wiley show and gave him a camera and all that stuff. Yeah. Y'all Cash App me so I can go ahead and get this laptop and stuff. So we go live.
Theo, was it TheoNoHux?
That's my own.
That's your Cash App.
Okay, good. I forgot.
Don't worry.
Is it 09 in it?
No, it'll be in the link down below. It'll be all in there. Trust me, I got we good over here. Yeah, y'all help me celebrate my baby.
I'll take this hat off. You Cash Out me.
Ciao, boo.
But